Do you need a battery for your A7 III? How about your A7R3? Or what about your A7S III? Is that out yet? Well, maybe it is. What's up, guys? And today we're talking about batteries. I've been using this A7 III now for about a month and a few weeks, and the first thing I bought when I got this camera was a charger, because Sony doesn't include a charger with the thing. Gosh, come on, Sony. And the second thing I bought was just a backup battery, because I like to have another battery on hand. Usually one battery gets me through the whole day, and then I just charge my battery at night, and I continue using the same Sony battery. I rarely will dip into my DSTE battery, but for the purpose of this video, I used it a few times just to make sure that I'm giving you correct information. So I really have a backup battery just for a backup, and that's kind of why I didn't buy another Sony battery, because I typically don't need another battery in most cases. However, I want to have a second battery for those times when, oops, I forgot to charge it, or in that crazy day where maybe I happen to film more or shoot more photos than I normally do. I got the second battery just to have on hand. It's really nice to have on hand. I'm gonna go through a few of the specs, and I did not run these numbers because, man, I do not want to sit here and... So I am just pulling this data off of a highly reputable source, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, you gotta check out his channel. DSLR video shooter over there, Caleb Pike, did a lot of the testing on these batteries, and it's really the main reason why I bought this battery over all the other manufacturers. And I personally use this manufacturer for my Sony NPF batteries. And if you haven't seen my video on that, you can just click it up here or whatever. But I will post a link to those, and you can check them out. This brand does a really good job, despite it not performing as well as the Sony battery, which I will get to now. So obviously you want to know, okay, what's the big difference, buddy? If you have a Sony camera and you have tried other manufacturers, you understand that you're probably going to get a prompt saying that this is a third-party battery or something along those lines, and you can't use this battery, or you have to hit OK and say, I understand this is a third-party battery, and keep on with your day. However, I have not experienced that yet, and I have upgraded to the newest firmware on my Sony 3.0, I think. It still doesn't give me the prompt with a DSTE battery, so I don't know if it's just only certain third parties or what, but it doesn't do it with my DSTE battery yet. Who knows? Sony could add it tomorrow, and I would have to hit OK every time I use it, but it's a lot cheaper, so I live with it. But I don't have that problem. So the official Sony battery does last for 2 hours and 52 minutes. That is recording 4K, continuing to, record for 30 minutes, record for another 30 minutes, record for until the battery fully dies. That's actually a pretty darn good battery life, especially if you guys are used to those Sony A7Riii. Ugh, man, all the batteries you had to go through. So these batteries are awesome. Now, the DSTE battery doesn't perform nearly as well. You get pretty much 30 minutes less, 29 minutes less to be exact. But the battery lasted 2 hours and 23 minutes. So yeah, you're not getting as long of a battery, but you're also not paying that hefty price tag. The Sony battery comes in at a whopping $78 for one battery, where I believe I picked my DSTE up for 20 bucks on Amazon. But right now they're out of stock, so I can't really tell you the exact number that I paid. Anyways, so I will put the link for the single battery down in the description below. And if it happens to be back in stock again, maybe it'll show you the right numbers. But I paid $20 for mine. And then I also bought the DSTE charger because, once again, Sony not including a charger with the camera. Come on, man. So I bought just the normal basic DSTE, nothing fancy, just two LEDs tell you whether the batteries are charging on amber or are good to go with the green light. So I use that. I just plug it in with a regular USB cable into, you know, the outlet, or I can plug it into a USB battery backup to charge my batteries. I've had no problems with that. I just charge my Sony branded one and my DSTE one in the same one, a little charger. You can get a pack of 2 batteries, 2 DSTE batteries, and the DSTE charger for $46 on Amazon, or you can get just the 2 batteries from DSTE for $40. So, you know, pick your battles. You want to pay $6 and have a spare charger or laying around, or always leave one in your camera bag or whatever. The choice is yours. I probably would spend the extra $6 and just have another one laying around, me personally. But that's a great deal, $20 for each battery. I mean, you're spending 3 times the amount of money less on those batteries. Yeah, you're not getting the full battery life. So I mean, you got to look at the full picture here. If you're a wedding photographer or something, and that 30 minutes really is very crucial for you, then by all means, spend 3 times the amount more money and get you a Sony branded battery. But if you're like me and you just want something in your camera bag for those few cases that you're gonna end up needing a secondary battery, save the money and just buy a $20 aftermarket one. But I mean, that's what I did. I'm not sponsored by DSTE by any means, but I love their products. I bought it all with my own cash. They're not sponsoring this video, but hey, if you want to sponsor this video. But no, I find their products to be great. I've never had any issues with the battery. Like I said, I don't get prompted for it, so I went with saving it. Now, if you're, you know, a professional, absolutely go out there and get the Sony battery. Honestly, if I need to buy another battery in the future and I'm getting into those cases where I need to be recording for long lengths of time, or I'm having like really long day shoots, I will probably pick up one more Sony battery and bite the bullet and pay the $80. But these DSTE batteries are just so cheap, I couldn't turn it down to have just one for backup. So if you liked the video today, subscribe, hit that like button. I'd love to have you a part of this channel, and all the links will be in the description below. Amazon took away my affiliate, so I'm not really an affiliate yet. I gotta reapply when I get to 500 subscribers, which at this rate probably will be in like 5 years, something like that. But for all you dedicated viewers out there, I thank you so much, and I will see you in the future.